Our guest today is a 6'5" defensive end from Texas Southern University. He is a 7-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All-Pro, 2001 Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time Emmy winner, a Peabody Award winner, a Super Bowl champion, and a member of the Pro and College Football Hall of Fame. You know him from $100,000 Pyramid, Good Morning America, Fox NFL Sunday. He's literally been to space!
To space!
He is still the record holder for the most sacks in a 16-game season. 92 minutes. Please welcome Michael Strahan!
That was the best introduction I've ever had.
Come on now. That's all I aim for.
The moment the
honestly,
podcast cameras flickered
all
on,
that.
no one expected the day's biggest headline to come from a single quiet sentence. The New Heights studio was its usual mix of soft lighting, casual sweaters, microphones catching every breath, and the warm, familiar banter that only two brothers with decades of history could share. But somewhere between Jason Kelce's booming laughter and Travis Kelce's relaxed smile, an atmosphere-shifting pause was waiting, one that listeners didn't see coming, and neither did Jason. It began with Jason leaning forward, elbows on the desk, teasing his younger brother the way he always does. His tone had that signature blend of humor and curiosity. "All right, Trav, besides football and the wedding chaos, what else has been keeping you busy?" The question floated in the air, light and harmless. But Travis didn't answer immediately. He inhaled slowly, his shoulders lifting under the studio lights, and for a rare moment on New Heights, he went completely silent. Jason blinked, confused. The crew behind the cameras stopped moving, sensing something unusual. Then Travis glanced up, the corner of his mouth tugging into a soft, almost shy smile. You know, Taylor and I just finished buying a new mansion." One sentence, gentle, calm, steady, and the entire room changed. Jason froze exactly where he sat, eyes wide, posture locked in place like someone had just hit a pause button on him. Then he leaned back so abruptly his chair creaked, letting out a long, dragged-out wart that made the whole production team burst into breathless laughter. Jason's reaction was pure instinct, shock flashing across his face, then disbelief, then a grin so big it pushed his eyes into crescents. Wait, hold on," he stuttered, pressing a hand against his forehead as if steadying himself. "You two actually bought it? Before the wedding?" Travis nodded with that calmness he only shows when he's deeply sure of something, the kind of calm a man carries when he's found his home long before the house existed. Jason's laugh filled the studio, loud and unfiltered, bouncing off the walls. "Man, I knew you two were serious. But this is another level. You're playing in a whole different league, Travis." His joking tone softened just a touch, just enough to reveal the pride behind it. A brother's pride. Warm, overwhelming, impossible to hide. He admitted he'd heard whispers, family rumors, little comments dropped at dinners, but he never expected Travis to say it out loud, on air, with millions listening. "Honestly," Jason said, shaking his head as the smile refused to leave his face, "I thought you'd keep this secret till the wedding day. Guess Taylor really did make you grow up faster than I thought." Travis laughed under his breath, rubbing the edge of the mic, a subtle, bashful gesture that said more than words ever could. His voice lowered when he finally added, "We wanted a place that feels like a real home. Something permanent." In that moment, even the studio lighting seemed to soften. The silence wasn't awkward, it was emotional. The kind of quiet that holds meaning. Behind the scenes, one crew member wiped a tiny tear, another whispered, "Oh," and the camera zoomed in just slightly, catching the small smile Travis didn't try to hide. The story wasn't about the mansion. It was about the life being built, brick by brick, choice by choice, before the wedding bells even rang. Jason exhaled slowly, nodding with the gentleness of an older brother who has seen every version of Travis. The rookie, the superstar, the man in love. "I'm proud of you, dude," he said quietly, his voice softer than the podcast usually allows. Travis looked down, smiling the way a man smiles when he knows his future is settling into place. The comments section of the live stream exploded, fans typing in all caps, shocked emojis flooding the screen, Swifties and NFL diehards united in the same stunned joy. And as the laughter faded, the podcast slipped into a warm, cinematic calm. Two brothers, two mics, and one life-changing reveal. Somewhere in the middle of that studio, a new chapter had already begun. But the question everyone is whispering now hangs like a soft echo.